Hey everyone! Well, we're here, we're back, and today we're doing another anti-MLM video, and for this video we will be heading back on over to Reddit, filtering by top post of this week, and just seeing what the Huns have been up to. I don't think I have anything I want to say before we get into the post, so this is going to be a very short little intro. So as always, if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you really like it, please subscribe. Make sure to check out my description below for all of my fun links. And with all of that out of the way, let's get started. Shouldn't it be a red flag if everyone thinks a hacker is responsible for the post about the MLM you just joined? So the post says, "Good morning, family and friends. I just wanted to let everyone know I was not hacked. I am selling the product that you keep seeing me post. So if I message you, it's me, lol. Just wanted to clarify." And somebody says, "You tell them, girl." Could be definitely their upline. But I agree with OP, isn't that a red flag that when you randomly start messaging people a copy and paste post, that's probably what was going on, and all of these posts that you're posting, like it's probably about like the gummies and the tea, because this is for It Works, that are seen everywhere, is that it's going to come off like you're a robot that got hacked. But you're like, no, it's me being authentically me. It's like, you're not being authentic if your friends and family are like, hey, I think you got hacked because this doesn't sound like you. I think that should be an eye-opener, and say like, no, I'm actually legitimately passionate about these products, even though I am coming off like a complete robot. I know that for me personally, if a friend on my Facebook or Instagram randomly messaged me and was posting about these products, I probably would think it's a scam too. I'd be like, this is not something they were doing prior. This is not how they talked previously. They probably got hacked, and this is probably, if I click on this post, like, and I enter my information, then all my stuff will get hacked. Like, I would probably think that that is what's going on, not that this person joined an amazing opportunity. Let's see what the comments say. This made me laugh. How could you not see that this is a giant red flag? And you know the commenter is another Hun. And then somebody else said, it's probably her upline, which is exactly what I said. This one has emojis. It says, hey, Huns, I wasn't hacked. I'm out here trying to take your money. Bless. You go, girl. Oh, people are so funny. The math ain't mathin'. Who could use an extra $50 a month? All of us, right? Did you know that if you join me for $99 and share our best-selling mascara with 8 friends who order it, you'll make $50? It's makeup math, and that's just the beginning of the ways you can earn. Drop a heart for more info. So if you spend $100 and then you get 8 friends to buy the mascara, then you make back $50. So then you still lost $50. That they said it's makeup math. I mean, maybe their idea is that if you get 8 friends to buy mascara every single month, then you'll make $8, or $8, well, you'll make $50 back. But it's like, once somebody buys mascara, I mean, it depends on like how much they use it, but like those same 8 friends are not going to buy the same mascara the next month, and the next month, and the next month. And it's like, if you just want to make an extra $50, there are way better ways to do that than bothering 8 of your friends and also spending $100 and losing $50 in the process for that. So yeah, that's not a good way of selling the opportunity, because like people, at least I hope people don't see this and think, wow, I could use $50. They're right. It's makeup math that doesn't make any sense, and I actually lose out on money. You know what? Now that I think about it, at least this is probably one of the most accurate MLM posts that I've seen, because they are telling the person up front that if you get into this business, you will lose money. So this is very upfront and very authentic, so I appreciate that. Let's see what the comments say. You'll make $50 after you just lost $100. Really? Is that how the concept of profit works these days? And that's just the beginning. But wait, there's more. I think you meant less. These comments are so good. These people are absolutely right. It's like, that's just the beginning of the ways you can earn or lose money. Like I completely admit in this post, because when you join me for $99 and you get 8 friends, then you'll make $50, which is exactly what you wanted, right? That's what you wanted in the beginning. The extra $50 a month, you got it. Just don't remember that you just spent $100 on this starter kit. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about the money that you lost. Think about the money that came in, which is exactly what they want you to do all the time. Just another hun that doesn't take no as an answer. If you said no to drinking ketones, please give me grace when I ask you again. I just figure you didn't understand me the first time I asked. What a rude post to make. It's like, I'm going to ask you again because I figured you were too stupid the first time when you said no, so let me actually educate you because you don't know what you're talking about. It's like, no, I said no, and that's it. If I say no to you, that's it. There's no asking me again because I didn't understand or because of whatever excuse you want to say. If somebody says no, then they said no, and you move on. You do not come back to them and say like, oh, but you have to come to me with kindness and love and openness because you didn't understand. It's like, you just insulted me. So why would I at all give you any openness or kindness when you're posting a post like this being like, when I asked you the first time and you said no, when I come to you again, you have to be open-minded. It's like, no, I don't. I said no. And that's it. I don't have to come to you with anything. And I don't have to give you anything. I'm not giving you my money because that's what you want. You're not here to help me and change my life. You're here for my money. Be open about that. That's fine. And I said no. Let's see what the comments say on this. I see your boundary, but I'm going to pretend you're stupid so I can disrespect it. Exactly. So damn rude and delusional. Somebody else said, my thoughts too. So many people have a hard time learning that no is a complete and acceptable answer. Then there are people like this trying to trample all over that. Exactly. Exactly. It's like, you got told no. Accept it and move on. Don't they tell you there's so many people on social media who want this opportunity? Why are you going to waste your time with the people who said no? It's because more people tell you no than yes, so you have to circle back around to the ones who say no. They also tell you to circle back to the ones who say no. Instead of saying like, you know what, they'll be open maybe one day and they'll come to you. Don't worry about the ones that say no. It's like, no, circle back with them because they're too stupid to understand. Yes, insult your potential customers and downlines. That's what people love. I think they might be a Scentsy hun, and it is a car or a Jeep. And you know how on the back of Jeeps they have their tires, so they decided to cover that with something that says Scentsy, fill your life with fragrance. And to top it off, their license plate says Scentsy. And I think on the back, yep, they have a QR code to probably their unique code for the Scentsy website, and then they have a couple Disney things on it. Yeah, I think I have to agree with OP. I think they might sell Scentsy. Could you imagine if they just were like so in love with the product of Scentsy that they like covered their car in it? Because they do have something Disney on there, so obviously they're a Disney fan. You know how people who love Disney will like put a bunch of Disney stuff on their car, and it's because they love Disney. It's not because they work for Disney. And also, people who work in MLMs or work for MLMs plaster it all over their car and love it and talk about it. It's like people who work in like traditional jobs. Like I don't see people who work at Target doing this to their car. It's like, I love my job so much I have to plaster it everywhere. And it's like, that way people come up to me and talk to me about it. It's like, I think this is just a way to scream at people to avoid you and not talk to you. And it's like, uh-oh, I see them walking towards that car. That must be their car. I'm going to run the other way. It's a good way to tell people how to avoid you, so I'll give it to them that way. Comments say, no shade intended, but there seems to be a big crossover between MLM huns and Disney adults. Both are the land of make-believe. When you wish upon a star, then your business might go far. Or it won't because it's all a scam. You know what? This person makes a good point. It does seem like a lot of adults who love Disney also love like Scentsy and I guess any MLM. It really doesn't matter. I don't know if there is like a correlation between it, but I think people who openly love Disney are just very open about it and like have no issue like talking about it. I mean, I love Disney, you know, but I don't think I like scream it all the time. I mean, I have a couple of Disney shirts that I wear, so I guess there is that. But I do think that people who love Disney are ones who will like plaster it on their car and like talk about it and stuff like that. Same thing with MLMs is that they are just as open screaming about the MLM as they are Disney, so that could be just a weird correlation. I don't know. I really do not understand leaping from one MLM to the next. Why don't they ever seem to learn? Hello, friends and family. Wanted to come on here and share with you the new opportunity I have discovered. As a mama of a 6 and 3-year-old and also working a full-time job, trying hard to afford life in this cycle, I chose to take a leap from one side business to another. Oh, that was a sentence. that was, I don't know if it's just me, it was just hard to read that, but that was a sentence. I was in It Works for 3 years and didn't go anywhere in the company. After a quick leave out, I took a few months off to cleanse myself and my social media. And then on March 8th, I took the leap and dived in with Q Sciences. And no regrets. It was a change I needed for me. I love being supported, and no, I'm not alone as I'm taking off a MLM hat off and put a business hat on. What a change for me it's been. Trust me when I say just to join a opportunity call is not saying you're committing to anything. Just to hear more about what they had to offer was such a relief. So if you are interested in learning about what I'm doing now and see what could fit in your life, drop me a message. This person, their writing is horrible. I don't know if it's, I read it wrong, and I get it, not everybody types differently and writes differently, which is very difficult to read. I find it interesting that they said they jumped into Q Sciences and made the comment of they took their MLM hat off and put their business hat on. Wasn't it the very most recent Q Sciences video that I did where that woman said that she pulled off to the side of the freeway to like do this like opportunity call? She said those words of taking the business hat off and taking the MLM hat off and putting the business hat on. So clearly, I guess that sort of weird phrase hit this hun in the head and really got her excited about Q Sciences. And it's like, it has nothing to do with the company. Like, you probably won't make any money in Q Sciences either. Like, you said you didn't go anywhere in It Works. You're probably not going to go anywhere in Q Sciences. Like, this whole idea of, oh, take the MLM hat off and put the business hat on. You could do that in any MLM. It's not just Q Sciences where it's like, oh, only in Q Sciences can I do that. It's like, you can do that in any MLM. But it's not going to help you. It has nothing to do with, oh, well, they have a different product and they have a different compensation plan. It doesn't. It has to do with how many people you have recruited underneath you. That is the main aspect of an MLM, and that is the only way you can get higher up and see any sort of success is off of the backs of a bunch of downlines. And if you don't have a bunch of downlines, then you won't make any money. And it has to do with the business model. And maybe this person will see it one day. I think I read somewhere that it takes 3 MLMs most of the time for people to understand that it is the business model and it's not the products like people will tell them, or the compensation plan like other people will tell them. It's the business model. It's like once you've done something 3 times and not seen success, I think a lot of people are like, okay, so it's not me like people have said, or it's not the products, or it's not the compensation plan, or it's not the whatever. It's the business structure that's the problem. See what the comments say on this. I wonder if, for many of them, having a MLM is more about the social connection than it is about the money, because there are many other ways to make money from home and create your own hours. This thought occurred to me watching a MLM documentary. It's very much relationship-based and having people pour into you. It leads to emptiness and lost money, in my opinion, but I'm wondering if for some, the social connection is the driving factor behind their decision to sign up and then stay. I agree, because we see a lot of times they will mention the whole money aspect, but they will also switch to the community aspect and how they're a family and how they treat each other so amazingly, and they've never had a connection like this. They've never felt so loved before, and they use words like that because they do want to people who are looking for friendship, looking for a community. they want to grasp onto those people, and those people will sadly join an MLM and stay because they think that they can't find this anywhere else. There's no community out there for them other than this because they are told that. So I do think that that is an aspect of staying in an MLM, and also maybe joining a new MLM, because when you join, they will love bomb you to no other. They'll get the whole team to love bomb you. They'll talk to you all the time. They're like, we're here for you, we're here for you. And you feel like these people care about you. You feel the emotions and you feel the excitement, and I think people get a high off of that. So I can see why they would really enjoy that in the beginning, and then as time goes on, like if you're not making the upline any money, they kind of put you aside. They don't put as much focus into you, and so you're gonna feel like, oh, this isn't working, you know, I need to make a switch. So then you jump to a new MLM where you get that love bomb again, you get that attention. So it could be an addiction to attention and the community aspect of it. And I don't mean attention in like a negative way, but like feeling loved. And that's just sad that people sometimes need to join MLM to feel loved. It's like you should not waste a bunch of money in order to feel loved, ever. Vision board from first Monate rep. Note, billionaire. So infuriating. If I were to teach a virtual workshop and you had a list of supplies to get to do your own, would that be of interest? It's not the same as being face-to-face, but you could do it for your teams / employees, etc. It is so powerful. And look guys, this isn't a chick thing. Locally, I'm doing this for groups and businesses, but you can reach out and have me come to you. Listen up, there is nothing more important than your life and future. Live large, dream even bigger. All right, let's look at this vision board. The late 2023, effing simple. CRM, family, MoFam. Oh my God. Life begins where fear ends. Billionaire, goals, wealth, entrepreneur, adventure. Every day is N. I'm like, every day is AN. Quit waiting. And then we have girlies in Australia. Oops. Italy. Invest. Well, that's true. Positive mindset. Wealth. Oh my God. You know what? And then like a letter to themselves about it. And then let's see. OP down here says, the first Monate rep might very well reach billionaire status, all the while telling others they can too become amazingly rich if they just work as hard and have as much heart and vision as she does. Frustrates me to no end. I'm like, frustrate. Here's the thing. The idea of doing like a virtual workshop for a vision board and like telling people what they need and doing it together, I actually think that's a really good idea. And I think the vision boards can be fun and motivating and interesting. But when it comes to an MLM, it's like they just want you to focus and go headfirst into the MLM, fully knowing that majority of people will only lose money in an MLM. Like, people at the top know this. Like, there's no way that you can make it to the top and be blinded by the fact of how you've made your money and how you continue to make your money. So they just want people to keep investing into them and the company and keep the company afloat when they know that those people who are saying like, don't worry, you'll be a billionaire, a millionaire too one day, you just have to keep going, 7-8 years down the line, they've lost a bunch of money. They're completely, maybe they have made money, but they're completely dependent on this MLM. And as time goes on and we find out more about MLMs, you know, people are like, I don't want to join that. So they have less and less people to invest into the company, and people are making less and less money. Unless you're at the top. You're fine at the top no matter what. But I do think the idea of doing a virtual workshop or a vision board, that is good. I think that is a good business plan. I think that can be interesting if you have a decent amount of followers and, you know, it's kind of what you're known for. But the fact that it's for an MLM, that's where I'm like, okay. And it's like, oh, you can teach your downlines how to do this. It could be something so much fun. It's like, ooh, have them spend more money. That does sound so much fun. See what the comments say on this. There you go, ladies. All you need is a vision board full of basic platitudes, and you can obtain, you can obtain, well, a vision board full of platitudes. Look, guys, this isn't a chick thing. Yeah, that was kind of a weird, random thing to add in there, especially because they work for Monat, and it's like, majority of people in Monat are female. I think I've only ever seen the people who are in, or who have joined Monat are women, except for the president, who's a man. Shocker. Are we shocked about that? I think that was the only guy that I've seen in Monat. So I don't know if they're trying to not scare off men who maybe want to join. But yeah, that was kind of a weird random comment to throw in there. But like, don't worry guys, it's not a chick thing. It's like, I mean, of course not. Like, vision boards don't have to be only a female thing. I mean, I think it is kind of more stereotypical female, but it just seemed like a weird thing to throw in there. Be like, don't worry, men can do it too. Your husbands can totally get involved, because we're all about, you know, getting our husbands support and having our husbands quit their jobs so that we're completely financially dependent on this MLM. Sure, Jan. If I offer you an oil, please know that it's not because I'm trying to sell you something. It's because I love you. I know they work, and I only wish someone had exposed me to them sooner. And then their caption says, in case anyone ever had any questions about my motivations, I have been using Young Living essential oils in my daily life for at least 10 years now. Our organic, living bodies love organic, safely extracted plant and flower oils. So if I effusively go on and on about how much I love them, it's because they have done awesome things for me, and I just want to share. That's it. I'm not trying to get you to buy oils from me. No, you are, because why else would you talk about them if not to have somebody buy them from you? Like, it's okay to mention something and like in passing when I'm like, oh, I really, really like this. But we know that people in MLMs join the MLM so they can make money off of sharing about the products they love. So that's what this person's doing. Like, they are talking about the oils because they want people to buy from them so that they can make money. And that's okay. When you are open about that, I think people are a little more willing to accept that versus just being like, it's just because I love you and I love the oils. I'm not trying to sell you anything. Then why did you join the business to become a distributor when your job is to sell the oils to make a commission and to make money? That's why you're talking about it, and that's okay. That's what I don't understand, is you have such an aversion to like, oh, I'm not trying to sell you anything. It's like, you're in a sales job. You are trying to sell me something. I don't want to be sold to, but that's what you're in, so that's okay. Like, I understand that that is your job. Like, you are trying to sell me something, not be like, no, it's just because I love you and I want to talk about it. It's like, well, that's not going to make you any money. Just because you love me and you want to talk about it, that doesn't make you any money. If you are trying to sell me the product, you're trying to tell me how amazing it is, and you're trying to let me know all the benefits of it, that's because you're trying to sell me on the product so you can make money. And that's okay. They're weird. I don't know. Comments say, if that's the case, you would give free oils to the people you really care about instead of expecting them to buy from you. Caring doesn't often come with commission. Exactly. Like, if you love them, then you would have joined the business to get a discount on the products and then just give it out for free. If that's the case. If you want everybody to know, then all the people that you love, all your friends and family, you would just give them oils whenever they ask for it because you just love them and you just want them to share the benefit as well. You wouldn't expect them to buy them from you. But of course, they do, because they are trying to sell them something. Alright, we have reached the end of the video, and we all know what that means. It is meme time, and it says, insert MLM here. It's all natural. Somebody else, so is heroin. Person goes, and then they go, Now they're angry. And OP says, it is though. Right? Like, it's like, it's all natural. And it's like, yeah, so are mushrooms, so is weed. You know, lots of drugs are all natural. Doesn't mean that I'm going to do them just because it's all natural. And to be fair, like, the whole, like, it's all natural thing is just buzzwords, you know, and I don't even know if they can really say that. I think they just, like, state these things. You know, a lot of times we hear in MLMs, they just say things like, it's organic, it's all natural, we're a, you know, credibly acclaimed company, we have this and this and this and this and this, and we donate to charity, and it's like, okay, that's all great, that is really, really great, but I still don't support the company that you decided to pay to work for. I still don't support the business structure. I still don't want to join. I still don't want to buy these products. You can list all of these words that you want to list, whether they're true or not. I'm not going to buy because I don't support this stuff. Just like how, you know, people can come up to me and try and get me to do drugs and say they're all natural. I'm still not going to do them. You know, you can come up to me and be like, hey, here's some heroin. It's all natural. I'd be like, yeah, no. I don't do that. I don't want to buy that. I don't want to support that. I don't need that. So as much as I say no to drugs, I say no to MLMs. Alright, you guys, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you really, really liked it, please subscribe. Let's talk anything and everything anti-MLM in the comments below. And until my next video, I will see you guys then. Bye!
Just let go and